There's a saying, he who is last shall be first in the kingdom of God. So, I'm Janine LeClerc from the Bay of Quinte, and I know most of you out here love freedom and support ending the lockdowns, so what I'm about to tell you probably won't shock you, but what I'm going to say it anyway, because sometimes overflow evangelism can reach people. And I hope to reach some passers-by with some facts today. Pierre Elliott Trudeau was Prime Minister of Canada for 15 years. And something I believe that should happen in Canada is that we initiate a 2-term maximum for every member of Parliament. After all, if you can't fix something in 8 years, perhaps it's time for another to take on the role. I'd like to see the abolishment of lifetime pensions. The governments are not working for the people, nor are they appropriately governing you. We, the hardworking average Joe, are busting our backs to provide lavish lifestyles for government officials who don't have to worry about taxes, they don't have to worry about tax raises, and they don't have to worry about providing an available education for their children, one that isn't liberally indoctrinated. When Pierre retired in 1984, he had grown Canada's national debt by 700%. Wow! Almost 50 years later, Justin Trudeau has Canada heading to another fiscal calamity. Justin inherited a zero deficit balance sheet from Stephen Harper. And in his first two short years, that debt rocketed to 18 billion. That's billion with a B. And with continuing deficit forecast, he's going to add another 117 billion by 2023. We see a rise within the Liberals' platform to bring this once free nation into a socialist communist rule. I'm going to quote Pierre Elliott Trudeau right now. When he stated in one of his speeches early in his role as leader of Canada, he said, "A one-party state would be the ideal government under certain conditions." Do we have a condition now? I wouldn't be prepared to think I would be successful in arguing that communist is for Canada at the present time, but such a time might come. Who knows? Benjamin Franklin said, "They who can give up essential liberty to obtain a temporary safety deserve neither liberty or safety." Well, I'm here to tell you liberty is essential.
That's right.
100 years ago, you didn't have to ask the government's permission to collect rain, go fishing, own a property, start a business, build a home, hunt, own a weapon, cut your hair, sell a product, or buy food or protest. Today, you could virtually do nothing without being extorted by the government and obtaining their permission first. If you still think you're free here in Canada, you're deluding yourself and are just a free-range human being living on a tax farm. And that is why I have joined the People's Party of Canada, because I believe wholly what Maxime Bernier, that he is the only politician today who is for the people first. And I am steadfastly in support of ending all the lockdowns Canada-wide. I will not cater to the new normal. We want our old normal back. I say yes to self-sustainability through the pipelines. I say yes to water treatment facilities on every Aboriginal land. Instead of paying a no-terrorist and murderer, Omar Khadr, $10.5 million, that money should have been given to safe water facilities for all. I say yes to fair housing for seniors and for our veterans, and yes for the single mom and dad on a fixed income. I absolutely say yes to supporting our farmers here in Canada. I absolutely say yes to taking care of our veterans who died for our freedoms before we allow our our borders to be flooded with people who want to drain our welfare system. Listen, don't get me wrong. I'm all for allowing people to come to Canada for a better life. My own grandfather escaped Ukraine during the war, but he came and he kissed the ground when he got off that boat. And he worked hard and paid his taxes and supported his family of 6 until the day he died. He never took government money. He never took handouts and was thankful every day to be living in a peaceful country. In closing, Sigmund Freud said, most people do not really want freedom because freedom involves responsibility. And most people are afraid of responsibility. I've been meeting a lot of PPC members lately, a lot of PPC candidates, and these people of late who are not afraid of responsibility, I stand by them.